Hello guys, it's Jay. Welcome to part 5 of What If Raditz and Goku had Frieza's potential. Sorry if I had to use a voiceover again. It's just that I'm not at home, I'm at a different location, and plus my cousins tend to yell at time for time. So for the sake of this video, the sake of future videos, I'm also going to use a voiceover. Not to mention my mic is just, it's just ass. But without further ado, I am Jay. Let's get started on the video. We've basically left off in the Buu arc, more specifically when Buu was nearly wiping out humanity. Piccolo had to step in to save everyone, along with Goku and Gohan, as this arc would end right here. But however, a new arc was started. But in order for that to happen, I'm going to have to discuss two other major characters, that being Nappa and Vegeta. You see, after Frieza's death, they would be shocked as well. He's dead, as Vegeta quotes, as they believe whoever killed Frieza will come after them next, or even become their new ruler. Damn it, Vegeta shouts. Nappa, we're removing our services for the Freesports. Nappa mutters, well, what happened if they find us? As Vegeta would say, they're not gonna find me. As Nappa said, what do you mean by me? As Vegeta would shoot a blast at Nappa, ultimately eradicating him, as Vegeta believed that Nappa is gonna be useless on his journey. So, Vegeta begins to go out through the universe, searching for power, and so he was on a journey to get strong. While on his journey, he was still food for planet to planet. Eventually, when something would step in their way, he would either humiliate them or kill them, depending on his mood. Usually he would humiliate them, killing them would be too easy, he quotes. And out of nowhere, it seems like a space-time rip just opened up and swallowed Vegeta whole, forced Vegeta to go into a different dimension. Vegeta wondered, what the hell just happened? As he realized he'll be on a different planet. Although this planet seems to be peaceful, he still thinks that this isn't his timeline, and he never sees something like this. He tries to find that rift, but there's nowhere to be seen. And so, Vegeta gets to get angry. Vegeta will be searching around the universe. Vegeta will realize that in this dimension, time moves slow. More specifically, it seems like time has been altered in some way. I mean, it feels slow. Vegeta realized, what if he could get stronger? What if he could get so strong that he's able to break out this dimension? But at first, he thinks the plan is foolish. It's such a stupid waste of time. How strong Raditz came by training. And so, this would be a gamble for Vegeta. Is he able to train here or find the rift? Obviously, Vegeta, the sport with no desperation, will decide to train this dimension. The reason why I really chose this is because Frieza was the one that trained in a different dimension. He said it himself in order to chain the Blackboard. And so, for Vegeta to have a chance to fight Goku or Raditz, just to even have a small chance of fighting, I have to make Vegeta become stronger in this way. And this is the best way to do it, considering that at this point Vegeta is not even on par with them, and even this training he might not be on par with them. But I want to see how far his ego can go. Who knows, he might be a stepping stone for them, a goal to surpass. But however, that's only if. Vegeta will begin to use strength, speed, durability, and flexibility training. Since Vegeta was already a prodigy, his training is not as intense, but however, he's going to be training hard every day until one day he could break the rift. As eventually, for some time, it seemed like Vegeta had motivation. He had a lot of motivation to break this rift, as he believed it. When eventually, the more time that passed, the more Vegeta realized that this might be a mistake. Although he does have a prodigy's potential and is considered a sane prodigy, he's not like an actual true prodigy like Goku and Raditz, where they could just train and just get stronger rapidly. Vegeta has to trade through gains, rest his body constantly, and break his limits every day. Eventually, Vegeta will realize that, why am I even doing this? Seems like I've been here for all of eternity. No matter how hard I train, I'm not strong enough. I got a face and I'm weak. I couldn't even take down Frieza. I couldn't even take down Raditz. Not only that, I have been a slave through my entire life, through my father, during Frieza. And now, I'm a slave to this dimension. As Vegeta is gonna slam his fist in the ground, I'm here to get stronger after I get out of this hellhole. I'm gonna take on this whole universe and rule it as mine. As Vegeta begins to get more angry, especially a glimpse of yellow would appear. Eventually, the yellow level consumed Vegeta, as he would realize that he's entered some sort of transformation or some sort. As his eyes begin to go turquoise green, his hair begins to turn yellow, and the sky begins to shrink down lightning. He has access to something that is beyond his level of power. Something that he's never seen before. Vegeta realized that, what? Is this the power of a Super Saiyan? Vegeta finally realized that he had changed the legendary Super Saiyan status. As enough souls in a mission, how the Vegeta got this far but Goku and Raditz still got this far is quite simple really. After Goku, since Goku has been raised by Master Roshi a lot earlier, not to mention being the strongest on Earth, impossible cases with Super Saiyan is if Krillin dies. Even then, in this what if, he's always been mentioned and told that the Dragon Balls can fix anything, and not to mention he will be in a calmer state of mind. And Raditz? Well, kind of obvious Raditz got it. He never really got pushed onto the edge. Yeah, sure, he was bullied by Vegeta and Nappa, but other than that, he never really got pushed to break his limits. The most one who would do that is cooler. Even then, he transformed into the Akari form and defeated him, and it was a new technique that he already knew. Being Vegeta at sport for a period of 5 years of isolation, he would just have this transformation on demand, and this is the only way that he can get stronger realistically. And so, quit yapping, let's get back into the story. Vegeta will access the Super Saiyan power as Vegeta begins to yell out and scream, as eventually the rift will pull up, but however it will be small, be really small. It would be so small, to where the point Vegeta could barely fit his arm in there as Vegeta realized he's making progress. As he realized that if he can master the Super Saiyan transformation, maybe, just maybe, it might be enough to break out of the rift. And so Vegeta begins to train viciously. He begins to strive harder for his goal, as eventually AI to where the point that Vegeta is able to access Super Saiyan willingly, and eventually he would have Super Saiyan Grade 2 and Grade 3. But eventually at this point, I think he was a constant Super Saiyan for a long time. I feel like Vegeta would just master Super Saiyan and reach a level beyond Super Saiyan, also known as Super Saiyan 2. Hell, he might even reach Super Saiyan 3 at this point. Actually, Vegeta does attain Super Saiyan kick, albeit spending more than 15 years in it, but however, those 15 years worth it, although he doesn't know he spent 15 years in there. He realized that this is the only way he's gonna have to get up, and so Vegeta begins to yell. Yell was so powerful, he's able to break the rift and cause shockwaves around the dimension. Vegeta uses opportunity, uses spacebar, as eventually he would get through the rift, escaping out of the dimension. The next thing he's gonna do, he's gonna try to hunt down Raditz's brother, Kakarot. Now, this arc will be called the Saiyan Saga arc, as Raditz will be on his new personalized, decorated ship that he surely didn't kill a tyrant from. But yeah, Raditz would be on the ship chilling. He would be on the ship chilling, and he'll be bored, as he will realize, there's nothing to do around here. I did everything I'm supposed to. I defeated Frieza, defeated his brother, defeated everyone. Shh, boring. As Raditz will realize, wait, I have a brother. I remember Mom and Dad had mentioned him that he was sent off to Earth. As a matter of fact, he may be still there. You probably visit him and see how his progress is doing. He should be done right now. And if he is, I'll offer to join me, and if you don't, so be it. It would be a liability if you join me. And so Raditz will be headed off to Earth as Gohan will say, 3, 2, 1, go! As Goku and Piccolo begin to fight, each two will be considered the strongest man on Earth. I mean, Piccolo's technically a child by human standards, but still, the choreography of this fight will be good. But however, Goku still have an advantage by just being physically gifted and stronger. Piccolo will resort to being Orange Piccolo as the transformation he used in the superhero movie. Eventually, him and Goku will still begin to fight, but however, Goku's just strong. I mean, put this briefly, Piccolo at this point is probably on par with Blue Goku during the Goku Black arc, and Goku's he's just on a whole different level. He's just this strong. It seems like how strong Piccolo gets, Goku just gets stronger, and I just need marginally just stronger. But Piccolo's able to somewhat hold on. That's only because Goku is holding back, but however, towards when Goku is about to get the upper hand, his facial would appear fronting the Asper, as Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo would all sense it. As Alberito would head towards the directions of the ship, as eventually the ship will land, as forcing someone to get out, or should I say something, they would appear seeing someone with a bloody beaten up armor, as he has a tail along with him, as long spiky hair, as Goku calls it, this guy scares him a bit. As eventually, Goku would confront the man on the ship. Who are you and why are you here, as Goku would say. The man would say, well, isn't it obvious, Kakarot? I'm your brother. As Goku would say, huh? As Goku would call him, I never really had a brother. As a matter of fact, I was the only child to my grandpa. As my name is not to be Kakarot, how would you know I'm singing? As Raditz would say, I guess you got amnesia or something. But let me fill you in on what happened. As Raditz would tell Noku that everything would happen. Through the Saiyans was once a society filled with low to mid to high rating, all the way towards their downfall by hands of Frieza. But thankfully, Raditz was able to take out Frieza at this point. As Goku would hear this, he'll be trying to surprise, but however, he would offer Raditz a spar session as he would tell Raditz, well, you see, I'm the strongest one on this planet, and not to mention, I haven't really been in any fight. Goku will call it, I mean, it's all unfair. I mean, because most of these people on this planet are weak, and those that are strong, I'm above everyone, as Goku will call it. You might spar with me, as Raditz will begin to laugh. Are you sure you want to fight me? Because between you and me, I am stronger than everyone who will ever face up to this point. As Goku is saying, I want to see that for myself. As Goku and Raditz will begin to fight, and the choreography's fight would be beautiful. As a matter of fact, this would have just been the first 1v1 in Dragon Ball history. I'm talking about during Dragon Ball Z and during Dragon Ball Super. This is the actual 1v1. This is the first time because someone actually pushed Goku to the edge. As it turns out to be his own brother that could do this. And you see how strong his brother was. Like everyone felt facing the fears, although Raditz put up way more of a fight than most people, Raditz would still lose. Now I know someone's gonna say, how was he losing? Doesn't he have the same potential as Goku? That's what it is bad. L, stop writing horrible writer. You gotta understand, Raditz, although he does have amazing potential, he hasn't really been training as much as Goku. Not to mention, Goku also trained with his son for time, and is always saying Dragon Ball. Training with someone else makes you marginally stronger than just training with yourself. Although Raditz had better gravity control, Goku has been trained for all his life, and so Goku would win this fight, and it would be like a long shot. And so Goku would win. But however, I feel like Goku would still just spare Raditz. Like, that's his brother? Not to mention, Goku's not the one to kill. This scene, his brother stick his hand on him, seeing this as a gesture of kindness. For the first time in his whole life, he never seen kindness or part of his father, and even then, that was like a decade ago. Most people will try to humiliate him and pray on his downfall, but however, it seems like his brother out of everyone just appears smirking at him. Someone else would appear as well. Dad, are you alright? Young Figo, huh? As Raditz will be shocked. This kid, he's powerful than I thought. He's stronger than me. It, is he? As Raditz begins to say something, Goku will say, Raditz, meet your nephew, Gohan. As Raditz would be shocked. What? I can't believe it. While I was out of space defeating the Emperor, he was already getting busy with these Earthlings. Better yet, he hadn't even killed them. Raditz will be furious, as eventually, instead of trying to fight him or destroy the planet, he'll begin to walk back to his ship. It seems like when he's trying to start up the ship, it has been crash landed, as Goku will say, I've had someone to fix it up for you, as Raditz will begin to say nothing. You realize, he's stuck here, isn't he? As Goku will be there and say, come on, I'll show you around. That is when No Truth decided to lead the spaceship, as he eventually started flying around the cities, more specifically, as eventually he would meet Bulma, in which Bulma will be surprised by the spacecraft she sees, tells Raditz that it may take her a while to fix the ship, but in the meantime, he'd rather spend time with here, as Raditz say, great, I completely stuck here. As Goku and Gohan will show Raditz around their whole Earth, as eventually they will lead to Chi-Chi's house, as Chi-Chi will be first disturbed by the man. I mean, for starters, she smelled like crap. Number 2, his clothes are all bloodied up and beaten. Number 3, he smells like a grin, as Chichi will point out that says, what's the meaning of this Goku? And he's going to be staying with us for a little while. And Chichi won't like this idea, but then she realizes she's going to have to separate. Her husband's an idiot, quotes. As we begin to go on a time skip, eventually we could say about like 3 years, as eventually this will be the time that Raditz can feel open to this planet, along with see some amazing things on this planet. Raditz, for the first time, cares about someone. His brother and his nephew, more specifically, more of his nephew, as he sees Gohan as the next generation of Saiyan. Although Gohan doesn't really like to fight, but however, he has enormous potential. Hell, he even had more potential than the two combined together. But however, his goodwill in nature is the reason why Raditz likes him. He's honest, he's nice, he's kind, and he's really strong. And as for Kakarot, his brother, yes, sure, most Saiyans don't have connections to people, period. As a matter of fact, most Saiyans don't even like their own mothers. But however, this is a special case, because for the first time in Rad's life, he found some sort of pride towards his family. Despite Raditz striking Spanish, one more thing that misses in life is freedom. Although on this planet, he is really strong, and he can do nearly whatever you want, he can't completely do whatever you want. And he doesn't want to kill people, he wants to more so do whatever he wants. So, after the 3 years, Raditz will tell Goku that he's about to leave. As Goku will say, why? As he says, this planet isn't really suited for me. But thank you, Kakarot. Let me show what humanity have to offer. as he begins to hug his nephew and his brother along with them.
As he eventually begins to go towards the ship, getting inside of it, but however, right before he was about to leave, he can sense a bigger power approaching. Not as big as him, but like, it seems so weak, and he recognizes that signature. That's Vegeta, as he calls it, as he gets out and looks at the threat. As he realizes the space boss coming in quick, eventually the space boss will land and someone get out of it. So unrecognizable, as it is firmly to be Vegeta, but however, Vegeta looks different. Raditz will say, Vegeta, is that you? I says, yes, Raditz, it is me. What it makes you think it wasn't me, you low-class Saiyan fool? You have a beard, as Vegeta would say. Yeah, I know. I haven't really been taking care of myself lately, but that doesn't matter. What matters is, how are you alive? I've been ravaged around the universe. I could be saying the same for you. Just to make him feel better, after I defeated you on that planet, I defeated the Gaming Force, Frieza's top tiers, and Frieza himself. As he would say, what? You defeated Frieza? As he would say, yes, I did. He doesn't want to believe it, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like Raditz is lying. But however, this doesn't matter. He had achieved that Raditz haven't achieved. As Vegeta would say, I'm impressed by your performance. I mean, Raditz, I really am. But unfortunately, you, along with your brother, along with everyone else on this earth, will cease to perish. As Raditz will say, you're not gonna kill me this time. What makes you think you could possibly kill me? I said, well, just to watch. As Vegeta will scream, as eventually his hair will start showing yellow, along with his ki, he has achieved Super Saiyan, as Vegeta said. This is known as the Super Saiyan form Raditz. I have achieved something beyond you, and at this rate, you cannot defeat me. As Raditz will say, let's see about that. As Raditz and Vegeta will go into battle stance. These two will cause a strike and strike, but eventually Raditz is just turned around with him. As Raditz begins to try a little bit harder, eventually he will punch Vegeta so hard that he will be in a mountain. As Vegeta will say, damn it! As he begins to transform some more, as his hair begins to glow. Along with that, he will have electricity around him. This will also be a Super Saiyan 2. Raditz will say, I barely since you got stronger. You are double what you are. And so, I might add a little bit more power, going 10% of his power. As Raditz begins to come in, blister towards Vegeta and beam him down, pulverizing him. Vegeta will realize he spent all those years wasted getting baited by Saiyan, but no more. As Vegeta begins to retaliate, he tries to fight back, but however, it seems like his punches did no damage, and Raditz was able to fade him easily. As Vegeta will say, I have one more trick on my sleeve. As Raditz feeling confident as he is, he says, oh, I'm waiting, Prince. As Vegeta said, how dare you mock me? As Vegeta begins to say, as Vegeta begins to glow more golden, his hair becomes longer, as eventually electricity will flow all around his hair and around his body more and more, becoming more denser. So eventually Vegeta calls this form, I call this one Super Saiyan 3. As Raditz begins to laugh. Vegeta would be angry about this, as he would instantly blitz and punch Raditz. And believe me if I told you this, but this punch did absolutely nothing. I mean, as a matter of fact, this would piss off Raditz. As Raditz would be like, so, let me get this straight. I gave you all this time to transform, and the second I laugh, you're gonna just punch me like that? No, Prince. You haven't just learned your lesson.
As Raditz would punch Vegeta so hard that Vegeta would just being beat for him as he would go down and be beat, even on his knees. Damn it. As Raditz would be laughing. I mean, seriously, how did you... How? Like, why? Why are you this weak? I mean, you are the principal Saiyan. You were considered to be one of the strongest Saiyans in history, and you're just getting beat by a low-class Saiyan? I guess the same time he was stupid. As Ratchet begins to laugh, Goku will be watching in the distance, as eventually he would interfere, as to say, who is this guy, Raz? As Ratchet say, so apparently this guy was our prince. No, he was our prince until his planet got blown up. Technically, he's king, but I don't know why he still calls himself a prince.
Eventually, Vegeta will be mocked his pride. For the first time in his life, he begins to cry. I couldn't do it. Even after 15 years in that dimension, I couldn't defeat him. I'm a failure as a Saiyan race. I am a failure as my bloodline. I couldn't do it. No matter how powerful I got, I wasn't strong enough to take him out. I wasn't strong enough to rule this universe. As he yelled like, damn it!
On one hand, Goku feels bad for the prince, but then again, he was threatening to blow this planet up along with everybody, so he doesn't really As eventually, Goku being the good person as he is, would still try to offer Vegeta a chance, but however, something happened, or should I say, someone has pierced through Vegeta with a death beam pointed at him. As Vegeta looks at his lower intestine, he realizes there's a hole in there. As he looked towards the direction of the beam shot him, he realized that King Cold? He muttered in his mouth, but however, he would spit out blood. As Raditz would say, "No, wait, that can't be." As King Cold would look, "Hello, Saiyans. How y'all been?" As eventually King Cold would say some discriminating words. "I'm not to be the bearer of bad news or anything, but Jay's about to end this video. Yeah, I'm a lame dude. But glad this black dude from the history books. If we ever see a dude named Jay in the library, we are gonna hang him by the foreskin. I'm sorry, guys. I have to interview him. I don't want to, edit a really long video. And besides, I'm saving that for, the next part of the series. I don't know if the video may be 30 minutes long, maybe 25 minutes. Hell, maybe just 20 minutes. But however, the last video is confirmed to be the last part of this video because I have other projects to work on. And not to mention, sorry if I don't sound like I'm enthusiastic with this. It's just that I really don't want to keep milking this one it out clean and dry. Besides, the story's almost over at this point. I never thought I would manage to reach far with this what if because, well, we have two siblings that are overpowered as hell and train a lot as well. And so, yeah, I'm Jay with an E. Make sure to like and share, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by this year, and I would appreciate if all of you can just subscribe to the channel and like the video so I get recommended on everybody's For You page. Well, for you, I'm Jay with an E. Make sure Rockstar don't nerf Kyle Perigo. Peace out.